Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since my last video. Life has got in the way, but I'm back for another reading. Today we are going to be exploring why are you so tired. This is going to be a pick a card reading, and we have three options: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you'd like a personal reading, my information is written down below. And if you'd like to support my channel, there are different ways on how to do that. The instructions are written down below. Without further ado, let's start the reading. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. If you have chosen the turquoise lighter, this reading is going to be for you. Remember, this is a general reading, so the information may or may not resonate. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It helps the channel grow tremendously. And I also realize that most of my viewers are not subscribers. Right, guys, let's ask spirits. Why is my pile 1 feeling so tired? Why is my pile 1 feeling so tired? Okay, guys, right off the bat, I feel that you guys have been working very, very hard. So take a minute to appreciate how hard you have been working. And I feel also that you may have associated with people that do not always appreciate your hard work. And you might have decided in the past to leave those situations, or you might be considering leaving, moving on from a situation that is draining. And I'm getting heavy work energy here with Pentacles. Absolutely. So I feel that you guys have been overworking or directing your life force to places that are not appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, if this reading is resonating with you. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, let's get a little bit more information. Please tell me, Spirit, for pile 1. Yeah, it's to me, it looks like you may have put so much pressure on yourself in terms of work, money, career, finances, that there is a very, very strong need for something to change. With this tower, it could have been that you guys are going through swift transformations or sudden changes that the tower represents. And I feel that you guys are looking at the situation and observing how much of your life force was going to competition with others. This could be the workplace. Since I'm getting the 8 of Pentacles here at the beginning of your reading, and I think you're looking back and observing why this and how you have allowed this situation to go on for a while. Let's ask for guidance in your particular situation. Interesting. It's almost like we're downgrading from the 8 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles. And you see these guys actually taking a break from, or at least in this image, you can see this guy taking a break from the hard work, taking a pentacle with him. And I feel like you guys might be taking a break right now, or might decide to take a break soon, and maybe look at where, how interesting, we have the Queen of Pentacles again here. And you can see that in the After Tarot, the Queen of Pentacles is observing the pentacle, looking at the pentacle. So it's here is you leaving with a pentacle and then observing what you have gained and where your energy should go. I feel that in the past you may have collaborated with people that did not add to your team, or did not strengthen your team, or they weren't a power couple, or they weren't a power team with you. They weren't adding as much as you would have liked them to. Right, let's ask for advice to the cards, and then we're going to do your charms. So we have a new beginning here coming, and with the Ace of Cups, this could be related to a new emotional beginning that's relating to love and relationships, but does not have to. We do see you here taking a break. So if you haven't yet, the advice for you would be to move on. We have the Six of Swords, the second time showing up in your reading, which signifies moving to calmer waters and moving on. So I feel like, guys, you might do maybe do present an offer for a very last time, or trying to give a very last chance to this project or this collaboration. But eventually the advice is saying, and I also feel like that's where you guys are going to go, you guys are going to take a break, move on, and start a new beginning. Okay, so this was your tarot. Now what I would like to do, guys, I'd like to do your charm reading. And I'll also take the opportunity to show you my printable charm casting boards that I have available on my Etsy shop. And you will find the link down below. So if you'd like to purchase this downloadable and printable casting boards, they are all available on my Etsy shop. So this is the love charm casting board that I use for love and relationship readings. This is the one we're going to be using now in your reading, which is a charm casting divination board. This is for your personal energy. And we also have some dowsing charts with yes or no questions. And we have an overall general reading for your overall general energies. Okay, guys, so let's do your charm reading and connecting with pile 1. Okay, so guys, I feel that you have some powers, some magnetic powers, some magical powers almost. So if you are incredibly magnetic and you might not even know. I'm also hearing here the powers of the moon. So you might benefit from working with the moon cycles. And if this is something that you haven't been doing, then Spirit is urging you to work more with your own magnetic power. This could be in ceremony, rituals, and that sort of thing. If magic is not your thing, then you could, for example, work with how can astrology benefit you. So this is what's coming up in the area of learning about. So this could represent learning about your potential, your manifesting potential. There's a lot to be learned here. Okay, now we see here this little military guy, and he's turned upside down, and it is in the repeat this area. And I feel like you guys don't want to keep repeating these cycles of fighting for something that feels like going against the current, that it's just been draining you. So that's something I would say not to repeat. So if you have been considering taking a break, this is also a Spirit's confirmation saying that's the right way of thinking. We also have seen that your social life might have suffered with this, and it's something you may want to pay attention to. So you might have lost some friends or social connections on the way, on the journey, because of the obstacles that you have been facing this last, say, year of your life. So that's something that you might want to pay attention to. And we have the ring as well, which gives me a sense of unity and connecting with the button that signifies social relationships. I feel like you guys might benefit from connecting with your soul group, connecting with the people that you used to connect, and socializing, essentially. Okay, so some of you guys might have been perhaps overindulging, whether that is alcohol or partying or anything of that sort that might be intoxicating or poisoning your health. So there is, and please do take it as resonate, okay? And because this is falling on the release this area, I'd say that you guys might be, some of you might be overindulging in things that are not good for you. And it could be alcohol as well. This is not going to be for everyone, as explained before. Now, in the guidance house, we have a little cat here. And I'm getting this strongly, guys, for you, that your path is a path of independence, and you're going to be shining more strongly when you decide, perhaps this is in your career, maybe to take a self-employed approach or being more independent in your endeavors, in your projects. So this is something that might resonate with maybe people who are self-employed, who are their own boss. As you know, the cat represents independence, okay? And in the guidance house, that tells me that there's a strong need for you to be free from restrictions and perhaps free from projects that do not honor you and do not align with that sense of independence that I feel you thrive for. Okay, guys, this was your reading. I hope this resonated. Please do like if you have enjoyed, and let me know in the comments in what ways this reading has resonated for you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Really appreciate you. And I'm going to move on now to pile 2. See you soon, guys. Bye. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen the green lighter, and this is going to be a reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so the information may or may not resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And let me know down in the comments below, guys. I'd love to hear how this reading has resonated for you. And if you'd like to subscribe to support my channel, I really would appreciate that. Would mean the world to me, guys. So pile 2. Why is my pile 2 been feeling so tired, Spirit? Okay, right off the bat, guys, we have a painful ending here. I feel that you may have had to grieve something or someone that was really important to you, and you might still be getting out of this. Okay, this was a painful ending. It could have been a something that has taken a long time to recover from. Okay, and I also don't feel this has happened a very long time ago, so some of you might still be recovering from whatever this was, and it has played with your energy. It has been very, very taxing on your life force. Okay, please tell me more. Yeah, and I also feel that you guys, you really know that you have to move on, but there is something about this situation that is been making you feel stuck. Okay, yeah. This could have been a separation, the end of a relationship that has been very important in your life. So with these lovers, it could have been a collaboration as well. But for most of you, I am feeling, guys, that this has been romantic related. So your priority is to heal right now with the star here, to heal and to grieve gracefully. But this ending was definitely very, very taxing on your energy. It has played a toll on your emotional and mental and even physical fields. Can you please tell me more about pile 2, Spirit? And you know, this grief that's been overwhelming you, that is connected with a lower sort of frequency, is interfering with your creativity. Okay, and I feel that sometimes it's not enough to sleep to renew your energy. So in other words, some of you might have a good night's sleep and still feel tired the very next day. And it feels like there is something pulling you back to this grief and this pain. And for as much as you want to move on and use your creative power, your creative energy, you feel really held back. I would really recommend you guys to do a cleanse, okay, for your energy, to cut what no longer serves you and what is keeping you from fulfilling your energetic capacity, your your well-being. Okay, let's ask advice for Spirit before we do your charms. Spirit, please give me advice for how to. Okay, so interesting. We have the 5 of Cups again, and then we have the 4 of Cups. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that this place where you find yourself at the moment, it's a great place to start again from scratch, to start to almost like start from a clean slate and letting go of whatever was connecting to this past. This could be also letting go of any material possessions or any emotional ties with this situation or person, okay? And letting go, this could be also giving away the goods that you may have kept from them, that sort of thing. Maybe it would be clutter, but I feel there are things in your environment that are still reminding you of this person. And the fact that these things, objects, or even people remain in this circle that is connected to your past, it's kind of making difficult for you to move on. Does that make sense, guys? This is what I'm getting. So that would be the advice from Spirit. Please tell me more. What's the advice for pile 2, please? We have the Death. Letting go and let the tower collapse, because the worst thing that can happen is you letting go of what no longer is serving you, of what was not serving your purpose anymore. Okay, so I'm hearing that it's time to let go completely of whatever this was. I'm sorry that you guys have been going through this. I definitely feel a certain heaviness, and some of you might even suffer from anxiety and depression related to this situation. But know that Spirit and the universe has got your back. And what I'd like to do now, I'd like to do your charms, guys. And I'll take a minute to let you know that if you're not familiar with my products on my Etsy shop, I have designed a few charm casting boards, and they are all downloadable and printable, and they are all representing different things. So feel free to go and have a look. I'll put the link down below. Now, pile 2, let's do your charms. Okay, so Spirit is showing me that there is a key here, and this could be literal. You might still have a key to someone's house, or you might still have the access between you and that person might still be, there might still be some sort of energetic link. And because it fell in the avoid this house, I feel Spirit is telling me that it's time for you to avoid going back there. Okay, so please do take it as resonates. Now, in the transform house, we have the crystal and we have the machete. I'm not sure if you spell it like that, but that's what's came up in your reading. There is a very, very strong need for healing and for grounding and for cutting what is interfering with you moving on and your transformation. So this is very aligned with what we spoke about in your reading, in your tarot reading. In the attracting house, we have this little hand symbol, and I feel like you guys might be attracting a helping hand, or you might be attracting more spirituality in your life, and spirituality that might help you, might support you going through this period of your life where you are at the moment. Okay, there's also a need here, guys, to nurture your inner child. This could be related to, again, to your own healing. There is a sense of being depleted, and in whatever way you can nurture the inner child, Spirit is telling me that this is going to be very beneficial for you at this stage. Now, inviting more friends and friendly help into your life might also be beneficial. Maybe you have, or this situation may have pushed away people, or some people that used to be in touch with you in your past. They are no longer there for some reason. And now that I'm actually doing this reading during Mercury retrograde, so it is very likely that people will come back from your past to reconnect. So this is also an invitation for you to reconnect with people from your past, with people that may have helped you, and but somehow may have that you may have lost contact with. Now, we have this ring that felt interesting. It felt outside any of the houses, and this is not going to be for everyone, but maybe it's time to let go of that ring, okay? And maybe it's time to not include whatever this ring symbolizes. Basically, it does not want to be included in your reading. Okay, so do take that as resonates. Maybe there is a bit of a difficult letting go of a situation that is connected to a relationship or a serious commitment, but because it felt outside any of the houses, I get this strong feeling that it wants to be left and not included. Please let me know in the comments how this reading has resonated for you guys. I hope you're feeling better soon. And again, please do also subscribe to my channel. It does help tremendously. And I know that most of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel yet. So I'm trying to push that forward. If you'd like a personal reading, my information is written down below, as well as the link to my Etsy shop. Have a beautiful day, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your pile. Just want to say that during the time of recording your pile, I had some issues with the sound, so I have recorded the voice over this video, so hopefully there won't be any issues there. Please remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you like a personal reading, my information is written down below. Spirit, please tell me, why is pile 3 feeling so tired? So right off the bat, guys, I'm feeling that whomever is in this group, if this message resonates with you, I feel your energy has been a little scattered, and there might have been a lack of intentionality towards what you really want to manifest. In other words, you might have leaked your energy to people, places, and situations that do not necessarily reflect back the effort that you are giving. I get this image of your energy leaking as if you were pouring water into a bag with holes, and the water is leaking out of the bag. I feel that your energy, it's not being mirrored back to you, and the exchanges may not be of equal value. So I feel the give and take may not be equal at this time. Does it make sense, guys? Yeah, please let me know in the comments. I feel also that your tiredness might come from a place of giving too much power and energy to situations that do not deserve that amount of attention, that amount of care, or that amount of energy. And generally, I feel that people in this group might have the tendency to feel out of place. They might feel that they don't fit in within their communities or groups of people. It's as if your presence is a mismatch of energy, and there is this sense of not feeling, not belonging, as if you don't belong or not, or do not fit in into groups. As I did this reading, I also felt some difficulty in articulating what I want to say, which I did not feel for previous piles. So I feel that sometimes you guys might also have trouble articulating your feelings, expressing what needs to be expressed. You might also have difficulty knowing what is actually going on internally. So there's a need to articulate things internally a little better. So moving on, Spirit is also saying that in terms of advice, I can see here that there is a certain tendency for you to overgive, as we saw before. And Spirit is advising you to take a break and be more intentional about where your energy is going, about where you are directing your energy. So we have again here the card of give and take, well, with the Six of Pentacles to the right. Now the Four of Swords, you want to make sure that you get plenty of rest and take pauses. So the advice from Spirit would be to perhaps take a break, take a step back and observe what is happening within group dynamics. Let's ask advice from Spirit using another deck. Spirit, please tell me advice for pile 3. I see here, guys, that it's time for you to pour love into yourselves, to nourish yourselves, generally pouring back into yourselves with this Queen of Cups and this Page of Cups. That's what I'm getting very strongly, that your sense of self-care and self-love might need a bit of attention right now. And there's a sense of feeling that you need to connect from your heart space within yourself, with yourself. There's also here a sense of being really distracted with and scattered with because of different distractions in the past. So going forward, it might be something worth looking at. And moving forward with the Six of Swords, I see, and with the Ace of Cups, I see that you're going to be pouring a lot more love into yourselves, and doing that is going to attract more energy and more alignment. The sense of tiredness that you have experienced may have come from a place of disalignment in effect. And it's time for you guys to really pull back the energy that you've been giving to places, people, and situations back into yourself. Lastly, again, we get the Four of Swords. So give yourself that energy, that rest, okay? And I think you will, looking at the cards. Let's look at your charms. So I will take a break to remind you that I do have an Etsy, that I'm running an Etsy shop, as some of you may know. You can find my instant downloadable and printable charm casting boards. I use different ones, and I have used them in your readings here on YouTube as well. And here is a quick overview. I do have other charm casting boards as well, guys, and dowsing sheets, so feel free to have a look. I'll put a link down below. But today we're going to be using charm casting divination board for your overall energies and any advice that wants to come through via spirit. So let's ask for your charms. Charms for pile 3, and there you go. With the smoky quartz, guys, showing up in the growth house, I have a very strong feeling that we need to work on grounding. Okay, there's a sense here that spending time in nature is going to help you so much at this stage. And if this is something that you have been doing already, Spirit is inviting you to do more of. And as you spend time in nature, you might find that your energy is going to feel a lot more recharged and revitalized. The rose quartz crystal in the release this house tells me that perhaps there's certain toxicity that you are still holding on to, or certain toxic situations or people around you might need to be released, and that rose quartz really brings in that inner peace and that inner sense of nourishment. And I feel that some of you guys already have been doing this, and spirit is highly approving of that. And you'll know what this is about. Lastly, we have the white bear. There is a need here to protect your peace, and I feel this is what this is representing. Now I'm going to release it into a different house since it was in between houses. Now in the protect house, again, I would say that this has to do with your inner peace, and there's a very strong feeling here that your inner peace is very important at this time. You might have had energy leaks when it comes to people pleasing or conflicts that originated from maybe not standing fully in your power and not expressing your voice. So protect your peace at all costs and prioritize a lifestyle that allows you to live in full alignment with your needs. I hope this made sense, guys. This was your reading. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and take care.